Hi everybody, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studio, and I'm here to do week 4 of Amy's at Crafty Cat's 50 Stack Challenge 8. It is hosted by Amy, and she is Crafty Cat 7212 on YouTube and Crafty Cat 72 on Instagram. And I've watched these people do these for a couple years, and I thought this year I would try to participate because it's my goal. It was my goal last year, the first year, to try to do some challenges. So this is one of the ones I picked for this year. And the idea of this challenge is she runs it for 25 weeks. If you do 2 pieces of ephemera, because you've got 2 prompts every week, then at the end of 25 weeks, you'll have 50 pieces of ephemera. But true to my word, I do not do any challenges where I don't think I would use the piece in my work. So if it's something I don't think I would use, I just don't participate that week, and then I'll continue on, and I'm okay with that. And so far, nobody's sent any junk journal cops to my door to tell me that I've offended. So this week was kind of tough because this week our 2 prompts, our number 7 was dogs and number 8 was rainbow. These seem to be a little tough for me. I told Amy I would have to put on my thinking cap. But what Amy did, this is interesting. I'm going to hold off on the dogs for now. Let's see. And let's do the rainbow one first, because Amy actually did for rainbow, she drew a page of rainbows and different designs and kind of doodled all over this page, and it was pretty cool. And it reminded me of something that Natasha did at Treasure Books a few years ago, where she did these journal covers and she made whimsical rainbows on them. And one of the things I remember her saying was that they reminded her of a fairy door. Hello. Hence, I have stuff to do fairy journal that I'm collecting. So that's what we're going to try. I don't know how successful I am going to be, but we're going to try it. So what I thought was, I have my to-do box. Can you see that? Let me stand up and see. Okay, this is my to-do box. This is journaling cards, odd things like belly bands and that type of stuff, and tags. These are all things that need to be finished, decorated, whatever. They're like ones that I cut out of master boards and stuff. And in there I found, looking at these digitals, there's a lot of blue and pink in them. So I found this belly band that needs to be finished, and this corner pocket, which I wanted to measure. Okay, just over 5, so that'll work. And I thought, what if we decorate them to go in this fairy journal by making fairy doors? So I had a whole bunch of these fairies, and so I don't know what ones I would like to use, because if you do blue, it might it might blend in too much so you don't notice it. So I'm thinking possibly, I like blue, but I also think maybe that yellow one, or maybe this blue one where it's got different colors. I don't know. But the first thing we need to do is, I'm going to keep these out because I'm going to have to fussy cut these out, and I will pause the video to do that. But what I also found was this piece of scrap paper in my drawer. So I kind of thought, if we put this on the belly band and we made our rainbow fairy door, and then we put our fairy on sitting on top, this is my thought process. And do the same, make a door for here and put a fairy on top here as well. So with that in mind, I have to pull some cardstock, and I have some over here, some pieces that I thought would work. So this one, I would want the top of my rainbow to be about there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is find the center of this. This is about 2.5. Let's make it 2.5, and we're going to go 1 1/4. There's our center. Okay. So I'm going to just trim this a little bit right here, because I'm going to draw this first with a pencil and see what we think. So I'm thinking, if this is our center, okay, and we want to draw something that goes about to here, and it's supposed to be whimsical, so, you know, so you definitely don't want to have perfect lines. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking. So now in front of me, which you can't see, I have markers galore. So I think I'm just going to take some bright colored markers, maybe some alcohol markers. Let's look at some colors. There's a pink. Let's make this part pink. Okay, then I'm going to hold this so I remember which one I used. Then let's do, that's pretty light. I'm thinking if we do pink, we want to maybe do a yellow in here. Let's see. Ooh, that's a bright yellow. Okay, well, let's do it. Bright yellow. And then, do we want to do a purple or a blue? Let's do a brighter purple. Here's a violet 04. Ooh, that's bright. I'm going to do that out here. And then I want to do a blue in here. So let's see, what color blue can we do? I'm looking at the blue that I'm going to use. And we want to pick something that is more of a, oh, not that one. That one needs filled. About one like this. No, that one needs filled as well. Geez, we're batting 1,000 here. Okay, I like that one. I also have some Crayola markers up here. So basically, that's all I'm doing is just coloring this in. You could use watercolors. Definitely, I think I need to, that one needs filled too. So let's pick a, okay, I like it. This is Crayola's. I think Amy used oil, like crayons, oil-based watercolor crayons or something. Okay, so those are the ones we used. And then we want a fairy to sit right on top. So I'm going to pause the video real quick because I need to cut her out before I decide how to go on with this. And I will be right back. Okay, I have her cut out. And I think she looks so cute on there. So now, this is kind of like what Amy did and kind of what Natasha did. So I want to put this on here and let this little fairy sit on top like this. Okay, so I want to decorate this. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. Natasha also showed how you could take these and just starting with the smallest one, cut a piece like this out of a patterned paper, then hold it onto another piece and cut the outside. And I thought that was a grand idea as well. Okay, so now comes the fun part. At this point, all we need to do is doodle. So I'm going to see if I can move you in a little bit. Okay, I think that's good. And I need to get a multi-liner. I think a 0.5 would be good. Okay, perfect. So we're going to use a 0.5 and we're going to just start doodling on our rainbow. And right now I'm just going to outline the sections, and I think I have a white Signo pen up here that we could also use. But one of the things that Natasha did is she took a Sharpie like this and she just went around the outside of the piece, and it kind of made an edge. Like it outlined it a little tiny bit. Oh yeah, it does. It puts a little black edge on it. I like it. Okay, so then doodle away, Tommy. Let's see what we want to do. So I'm thinking I like to do like these. Then we could do I don't know what they look like the top of peacock feather, top of the peacock head, their feather, their plume. Is that what you call them? Okay, like it. Okay, then I'm thinking, let's do, let me see how, okay, let's do dots around here. Then I think I want to do white. So let me see. Oh, I have a white gel pen. Let me see, I gotta find something to write on here to see if it works. Oh, it does. Okay, so let's do okay, then do kind of viney stuff around here. All right, I like it. But now I'm going to go along one edge with the black like that. Yep, it just kind of makes it stand out a little better. All right, I love it. Okay, let's see what our little girl looks like sitting on there. Oh, cute. Okay, so my thought is that we would put this on here like this, and then we would set her right on top. Maybe move this over a little bit like this. I love it. Now, I just have one thing. I'm thinking I'd like to put a little heart door on there, a little heart handle. And I think I want to do it with red. I don't know why. Or a very bright pink. Let's try maybe like that. So I'm thinking just a heart. And I can cut that out, maybe. Actually, I could probably put a jewel on there. What do you think? Because this little piece of something is so tiny. It's so tiny. Oh, I kind of like it though. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to distress her in Vintage Photo. I could pick a brighter color, but I'm not sure. I just need her outlined a little bit better. Let's go ahead and do our door as well, even though it already has a black outline. I like the shadow that this gives that purple. This one, that little heart, hopefully, if that doesn't work, we'll put a jewel on there. But let's see if we can get it to work. So the first thing we want to do is glue this down, and this is a cardstock. So I'm going to go ahead and try my tacky and art glitter glue mix here that I have. And we make our rainbow into a fairy door. I'm going to put this, oh, you know what I noticed is that this was there. I don't want to deal with that piece. Okay, and we want to put this way over because we know that we don't want to cut any of our fairy off there. And then these are also a lightweight cardstock. It's 60 pound. I think this is 110 pound because it was a piece of cardstock that I brought home from work, and we normally cut 110 pound or heavier. Okay, we'll put our little fairy up here. Oh, I love her. I love her. Okay, can we get this little heart on there? I don't know. Let's see. I think if I use these tweezers, I should be able to get that on. If I go like this, then go like that and make a little doorknob. I just need a piece of paper to sop up that glue a little bit. There. Perfect. And then darken it up. Okay, so that's my number 8 rainbow. I'm gonna just distress around here. And this is a corner tuck. Let me see if I have, well, this would be like a journaling page, and this would sit right down here in a tag. Let's see, you could put a tag or something right in there. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Okay, so that's my rainbow. Okay, we just need to come up with dogs. And I know Amy said she was struggling because she never had a dog, but she did find a piece of Tim Holtz ephemera that was a dog. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do, but I'm going to save this piece to do another fairy on there. So I'm going to pause you and see what I can find that might have a puppy on it. You would not believe I hit the jackpot. A long, long time ago, my girlfriend up in Wisconsin asked me if I would make a puppy journal for a friend of hers, and I did. And I had to search. I had some of these pictures left over from that journal. So I was thinking of taking one of my pieces of ephemera from my box here. Let me see. Something that would match this. I don't know if I want to use this, but I do have other frames somewhere. Ooh, I found this pretty flower too. I do have other frames, but let me see if we need that or if we could just outline this puppy. Oh, I kind of like that. Okay, but I kind of like this lighter one. Let me... Okay, I'm kind of liking this. So let's see what we can do with this. I'm thinking that I need to back this, and I probably want to mount this on some sort of cardstock. So I pull out my cardstock bundle. I got a pile of it. Oh, looky there. If I did that though, then I don't want to put a pink flower on there, I don't think. No. But I really do like that pink flower. Let's see what else we have in here. We have gold, of course. We have blue, purple. Oh, we have this yellow, but it's not big enough, I don't think, to frame that. Not sure, some of this writing goes this direction and some goes this direction. I have black. Black always looks good. We just frame him in black. I have a lot of different stuff in here. Oh, I kind of like that. I do kind of like that. Make a very thin black frame. Okay, I'm going to cut this because I think I might like it like that. Okay, so first thing we want to do is we want to probably shave just a smidgen off of here. Not a lot because there's like an edge around it. There. Again, I'm trying to learn how to use my cutter, so there's a wire in here that you can't see, but I can see, and that's what I'm using to line it up. I couldn't believe I had not one picture, but I had multiple pictures of puppies. And I know for Ephemera, anybody participate in Ephemera with Barbara from 49 Dragonflies and Louisa Heinzel? I did my second year this year, and I can't remember what the prompt was because they do prompts as well, but I actually took a picture of my puppy, of Sully, and okay, what I don't know is, do I want that, and then I think I want the black behind this. Okay, so I want to make this one just a smidge smaller as well right here. Anyways, I think I'm going to glue this on first. It makes it easier for me to cut if I already have it down and I'm not moving it all around. Anyways, so for Sully, you had to like I made him in a party hat, and I don't know what the heck that prompt was, but it was cute. But I really didn't want to use him again. Not in it. I mean, that was for my Ephemera journal that I use, so I didn't want to put that in a journal that I would pass on to someone that didn't know us. I'm going to just trim this a little bit. About that much. Let me get this on a line here. Probably needs to take just a hair more. Let me... There. Okay, I like it. Now we want to put some black behind it. So I just want a thin line of black behind it. Okay, let's go ahead, and I'm going to use my art glitter glue and tacky glue mixture. I don't know what this is. I should think up a name for it because I'm really liking it. The art glitter glue is so expensive. And I didn't mix them on purpose. I mean, I did on purpose, but what happened was my art glitter glue, I don't know why, it got very, very runny and watery. And I have more over there on the shelf that I don't know what that is. I haven't opened it yet. But anyways, every time I was trying to use it, it wasn't holding as well as it does when it's a firmer glue. And it was just watery. So I had a little bit of tacky glue, and I put that in there in the Sugar Bell bottle, and oh my gosh, I love this glue. Whatever the mixture came out to be, I am loving it. I need a paper towel. It gives me just a smidge more drying time than the art glitter glue did on its own. And it holds. Tacky glue is good, and it's holding pretty good. I love it. Okay, and then we have our tag. Oh, I love this. And I think we will put this rose here. We need to back our tag, so I need my neutral scraps. Let's see, I think we have craft coming out our wazoo. We could use this, right? That's pretty thin though. I'm looking, let's see if we have something a little heavier. I have some coffee dyed strips also have, oh, I have this. This is heavier. That'll work. We like it. So we want to not get, we want that glue to be on the back of this. I just realized that I had not taken you out. Oh my heck. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna have to edit this. I realized that I had not taken you guys out from when I was drawing on the rainbow. So I will maybe just narrate what I did so far. So basically what I did for this was I mentioned that I hit the jackpot. I found a bunch of pictures of these puppies from an old journal that someone had commissioned from me. I took the puppy picture, I trimmed it out, I backed it on a gray pattern paper and then on black cardstock. So that's what I did with that piece. This is a journaling card that I cut from a masterboard that was in my to-do box over there. And I'm just now backing it with a plain piece of paper. I can't believe I didn't move you guys out. Well, live and learn. I heard Brenda, the Simple Crafter, say this morning that she found her pause button, and that made me laugh. Because she's been doing videos forever. And I think she was using her phone. And it made me laugh because I wasn't laughing at her. I was laughing at myself. Because it was, I don't know, 6 months or more after I started videoing that I realized that I could pause my phone from recording instead of stopping it, and that's what she had been doing all along as well. So now, and I never told anybody that because I thought I didn't want to feel too stupid. But now that somebody else did it, now I don't feel stupid. I feel like I'm just normal. Because if Brenda did it, then I know I'm just normal. Okay, so I love this flower, so I want to put this flower here. And I'm thinking of maybe leaving this to put a word or a label or something there. So I'm going to use my mixture glue again, and I'm going to glue this on the back. This is just rubbing it in, is getting it all the way to the edge, but it's also going to keep it from seeping out the edge, I think, I hope. Okay, let's put this on and give it about equal margins, top and sides. How cute is that puppy? And then we will put this flower on, and we'll just use this glue because this is what I have out, right? Now I've seen Mitzi 307 junk journals take her pieces like this where she puts glue on them, and she dabs them off. And it takes a lot of the heaviness of the glue off. And I thought, what a good idea. Okay, so let's put this flower right here. I love this puppy. And then we're going to go ahead and leave this because I don't have a puppy journal started or a journal that I think this would go in started. So I don't want to decorate it any more than that because I like to keep them open for decorating when I go to put them in a specific journal. So what I do want to do though, because I always do this with journals and tags, is I round the corners. On tags, I round the corners at the bottom, and on journaling cards, I round all four corners. It makes them go in and out of a pocket or something really easily. So here's our two pieces for our 50 stack challenge 8. Here we go. And so we've got our dogs or our puppy, and then we've got our rainbow. And that is prompt number 7 and prompt number 8, week 4. Thank you, Amy, for hosting. And thank you to all my subscribers, past, present, and future. I hope you enjoyed these and maybe got some ideas like, look at that, how cute that came out. Anyways, I will see you all in the next video. Bye, everybody.